Well, hello there, and welcome back for some more Stalked by Cat streams, featuring me, Stalked by Cat, and a very tired pug. Yeah, as the okay there, pal. As the stream title already probably uh, told you, we are going to be Return to Castle Wolfenstein, which if you're not somebody who uh, watched all my streams from the very beginning, you might not be aware, but I streamed it like a while back. But what I streamed wasn't this Return to Castle Wolfenstein. No. I was streaming Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Let me see. Let me first switch on the game. Switch over to game capture. There we go. But yeah, I streamed the PC version of RTCW, I guess is the way you abbreviate it, which, while it's probably like the most popular version, were also console ports. And the one thing that makes them kind of interesting, not just like a... I'm not entirely sure, but probably more tedious version of the game to play because, I don't know, well, let's turn this stuff down a little bit. Because let's be honest, it's like a first-person shooter on a console from 2003. Like, those were, especially on the PlayStation, they hadn't really quite figured out how to do controls right. But yeah, what makes these versions interesting? I am playing the PS2 version, or rather, the emulated PS2 version. There's also an Xbox version, but I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think Xbox emulation is tricky and I don't have an original Xbox. And I feel like it's probably going to be pretty hard to get my hands on like a proper Xbox copy of this game. But what makes these versions interesting is that they add like a whole extra chapter that's not in the PC version, which is luckily the very first chapter, so I don't need to replay through the entire game in order to get there. Anyways, I think this is just the same intro sequence we get from the PC version. Goes flat.
Heinrich, your reign of terror must end.
You fool! You know as well as I that I cannot be destroyed.
I don't know, I still think it's very funny that, like, Heinrich the First is the bad guy in this game. Like, I don't know. Just seems like... I don't know, he just doesn't have, like, really... I don't know, much juice as, like, a... Like, nobody heard of him, like...
Coming of the storm.
Sure, he's like a historical figure, but I don't think anybody really has strong feelings about him. At least nobody that I ever encountered, even as a German. So, yeah. So it's very funny.
Wolfenstein immediately. Notify Herr Himmler. We found him.
It's very funny that Heinrich didn't have a German accent. Oh, but this is new.
You wanted to see me, Major?
Captain Blazkowicz, come in. You've been reassigned. The OSA has a top-secret mission, and they think you're the right man.
Allied intelligence?
Yes.
Is this
I'd
the
like
first?
Agent 1.
Like he did, I think in the original game,
Mission a new order.
Blazkowicz didn't speak at all, not even during the cutscenes.
Welcome
I'm
aboard, Captain. We don't have
misremembering.
much time for introductions right now. We've got transport waiting to take us into northern Egypt.
Northern Egypt? Rommel's not in Egypt.
We're not after Rommel. The head of Hitler's SS, Heinrich Himmler, has sent a team into the area, and we're off to find out why. I'll explain on the way. Grab your gear and report to the motor pool immediately.
But yeah, I guess like in the prequel missions, we're doing like some, you know, more Indiana Jones stuff with like Egyptian adventures.
Himmler's new SS Paranormal Division was first spotted here about a week ago. Helga von Bülow will be arriving today to oversee the operation. Now, our job is to grab Helga and find out what's got Himmler's attention out here.
So what's your plan?
The Nazis are concentrated around the command post in the center of town, here. And the ruins on the outskirts, here. Helga has to be in one of those locations. We'll cover more ground if we split up.
Agreed. I'll take the command post and leave the archaeology to you.
Remember, our primary objective is to locate and capture von Bülow. Alerting the guards to our presence may jeopardize this mission. Right, let's move out.
Okay, let's do stealth stuff. Okay, objectives. Destroy all radio equipment, make your way through the village. You need to split up from Agent 1 and make your way through the village to the Nazi command post. Agent 1 will attempt to contact you by radio during your mission to give you updates. We suspect that the locals are being repressed by the occupying Nazi force, but wouldn't be surprised if some have been hired to keep an eye on things. If you encounter any resistance on the way to your objectives, it must be eliminated as swiftly as possible. We also suspect that the Nazi command post will contain some information relating to the Nazis' activities in the area. Obtain any relevant documents that may supply this vital intelligence. Okay, sure. Let's do that. But yeah, interesting. I didn't realize, like I knew the preview, prologue, additional mission, whatever, took place in Europe, but I didn't realize we were going after Helga, which, real Wolfenstein heads listen up, in like the Old Blood, which is kind of like was like Machine Games, sort of remake of Return to Castle Wolfenstein, kinda, with like New Order BJ in it, I guess. Although, there's, I guess, technically speaking, it's not entirely sure how canonical it was, because, well, I think Helga dies, and is it like Helga von Bülow as well, or was it like some other lady who was just like, sort of like her, but then different in that? Oh man, a real, as you can see, I'm a real wolf head, as we like to call them. But anyways, yeah, in that, we, like when you, go into her office, whatever, to find a map or something, there is like a bunch of Egyptian archaeology there too, and I wonder if that's like I thought it was just like a general, well, obviously she's like a weird occult Nazi archaeologist, so obviously she's going to have weird Egyptian stuff in there because, Indiana Jones and what have you, but maybe it's like a stealth shout out to this game? I don't know. But yeah, anyways, so I did play this game for like 3 minutes, just to see how the controls work, and they're very odd. There are like a million different setups, but like the one thing yeah, so as you can see, there's like very many presets, and all of them don't really seem like you want them to be. So I'm going, although I think you can also, do actual button binding, which is pretty cool. Yeah, let's see. I wonder if do that. But no, I guess I don't know, I'm always very apprehensive to switch controller options around. I find it a little sort of easier to just get used to whatever the game's throwing at me. But like one very odd thing that I've noticed, and I'm not sure you can turn it off, at least I haven't found a way to do so. When you look around, like up and down, and then move, it automatically centers you again, and I'm thinking that's going to be a thing that's probably going to drive me crazy. But you do have like a RE4 style quick turn button, which is kind of neat. And yes, for some reason you jump with R1, which, yeah, whatever. And you reload by pressing in like the right stick. Second. Oh. Okay. Sorry, gotta reacquire the puppy. The puppy has been reacquired. I wonder. Okay, I do wonder if it has like 3 saves. Like, with not checkpoints, but my A game. Sure. Not like checkpoints, but, like proper pre-saves. It's pretty unusual for console games, especially at that time. Oh god. Yeah, oh god, the camera's kind of already proving to be a bit troublesome. But hey, I got myself some ammo. Oh god. Okay, already great. Awesome. Really. And never mind, you reload by pressing in R1. That's going to take a while to get used to. But you know, you can still pick up chairs. And throw them. Not that I think it ever comes in useful, but you know, I always thought it was a good little detail.
Mommy, I'm telling you, I saw an American.
Are there like any... Is there like a... No, it doesn't look like there's subtitles.
Stop telling stories. You know there are no Americans here. Mommy, I did. Maybe they are here to help us. Stay away from the window, Amit.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should switch some of the controls because I keep pressing square. Sorry, circle. No, like square but less so. To reload, but that's the switch weapons button. But you do still have your trusty kick, and obviously it's tied to R2. Because what else would it be? Not his ass. There's progress. I mean, I don't know if that really counts as much of a secret area here. Didn't feel that secret to me. Maybe back here? No. Well, not off to a great start here. Already getting lost. Is there some sort of... Ah, we gotta destroy all radio equipment. Is there like a map? I mean, I don't think we came across that. Maybe in the like room where we found the second Nazi. Oh, by the way, obviously we still gotta have these. Let's see if I can do the voice. It's the voice, you know. To all watch personnel from Major Wexler. Subject curfew. All personnel are reminded that the city of Ras El Hadid is under curfew at all times except between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. when residents shall be able to go to prayer and conduct business. Anyone found outside during hours other than these listed should be shot on sight. Regards, Major Gerhard Wexler. I mean, at least they're letting them go to prayer. But like, I don't know. But I think they're supposed to be able to go to prayer more often than that. Isn't that like... Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to pray in the evening as well, right? If you're, you know, Muslim. Welcome to... SBC.
Shut up down there!
Okay. SBC talks about stuff he doesn't really know much about. Ah. Yeah. Do we need to... Right, this is like a 2007. Okay, you can blow that up, but you don't need to. And like something we can do with the... Okay. Let's see if the like save point, if that's like free save or like auto save. Okay, so it's actually free save, which is nice. Don't need those. Yeah, aiming is a little rough. Okay, I think it does have like a lot of auto aim going on, or rather not in the way like it's not like your like aiming reticule, like it snaps, you know, aggressively towards the enemies, but it seems like even if you're not quite aiming at them, the shots will sometimes hit them more often than not, which is helpful.
Mommy, I'm telling you, I saw an American. Stop telling stories. You know there are no Americans. Mommy, I did. They are here to help us. Stay away from the window, Ahmed.
I mean, we can count ourselves lucky that with these controls this isn't one of those insta-fail stealth missions that this game also has. I mean, not quite insta-fail, but you know, still pretty damn, like, you know, a pretty, you know, like, pretty tough, yeah, obviously that would... I mean, I guess the door looks like all the other doors that you can't interact with, but at least there's like a swastika flag outside there, which I guess in these games counts as like, you know, signposting. It's like when, you know, Valve in Left 4 Dead, they had like the thing where they, in the director's commentary or programmer's commentary or whatever, they had like a thing where they told, you know, they would always put like light sources over the way you were supposed to go. Yeah, I guess not. And I guess in this game, you know, they just put a big ass swastika on there. Ah, it's just like Dark Souls. We opened up a shortcut back. I do wonder if there's like any auto-saving at all in this though. I am a little bit worried because I feel like this was an era where games didn't do both. Ooh, apparently I got a headshot there. Picked up some binoculars, but apparently I can't select them. Let me quickly look at the controller again. Huh. Okay, you can select item by going left on the control stick, then control cross D-pad, and then going right actually uses it. So let's see. Doesn't seem like I am using. Okay, I got myself some wine, which I think is like just basically a med pack. Like, you know, not med packs heal you instantly, but this one you can like use to gain health. Ooh, Sonja Fleischer. Dear Sonja, I hope my letter finds you safe and well. Work in progress is slowly here, but I expect that the scientists will find what they're looking for soon enough. Doesn't look like we'll have any trouble here in Egypt. I should be back home to Germany soon. Regards, Tobias Metzger. Oh, Toby. So, I thought maybe there was something there because like the grips on the drawers were like actual, you know, polygons instead of just a flat texture. But alas. Ah, okay, you use the binoculars by pressing the zoom in button. That actually makes sense. I thought it was like limited to, you know, sniper rifles. Huh? Okay, yeah, I guess the idea is, at least the way the developers thought you play this is more like, well, I am playing it currently instead of like how I played the game on PC. Basically, you move, you stand still to shoot at people, and then you move again. That's like the, well, aiming is... like the aim resetting as you move, that's a bit awkward. Okay, already read that one? But I guess Mr. Wexler, he's very interested in letting his people know that. Okay, you can fire while using the binoculars.
Tuesday consecrates. Wednesday consecrates. I'm not a soldier, I'm a shopkeeper.
Well, you're welcome for helping break up the monarchy. Okay, and I wonder if that's important. ECA, CEC, LLT, I guess? I don't know. Okay, I'm sure maybe it's not important if we can break it. Anything cool in here? Probably not. Ooh. Can I jump across it? Kind of seems like I should be able to. No, doesn't seem like it. Oh, and I got myself a Mauser rifle. Nice. I do wonder, is there like a mod for the PC version that adds this level back in? Sure, but I haven't completed the objectives. I gotta I guess I gotta, you know, destroy all the radio equipment. So I'm not sure. Did we see any? Yeah.
Guninfa, are you there?
I see.
The shooting in the courtyard. Hello?
Indeed. Okay, I guess grenades are like a separate item. Bonk. I guess it flushed him out at least. Du, General von Stauf. I'm Major Gerhard Wechsler. My dear General, while it pleases me to be of continuing service to the Third Reich, I feel that my current assignment does not befit an officer of my training and expertise. I did not spend 2 years at the Lichterfelder Academy to be relegated to babysitting a bunch of archaeologists. With the Africa campaign going as poorly as it is, I believe that my skill could be put to better use on the battlefield. Appreciate your consideration on this matter. Major Gerhard Wechsler, Ras El Hadid, North Africa. North Africa, sorry. Almost forgot myself there. There we go. Okay. And okay, this is like the other thing you can, by like, you know, by finding like secrets you can get, like upgrades, but obviously I haven't found enough of it for those. Sure, I'll save this shit. Whatever. Contact Agent 1 by radio. Gain access to second courtyard, locate a better weapon. You'll need to split up from Agent 1 and make your way through the village to the Nazi... briefing is the same. Luckily, Nazis are known for their terrible peripheral vision.
He has not checked in.
I'm not sure. My radio was acting up a few minutes ago, but I haven't been able to contact him either. I'll inform the captain.
Well, thank you for taking your sweet time to do so. Ah.
Come in, BJ. Are you there?
I'm here.
The next courtyard has a lot of activity, so be careful. And be mindful of the locals, too. Yeah, they don't seem too happy to see us either.
Roger that.
That's just, I don't know, corn, grains. One second. Be right back. Just got a call. Yeah, you know how it is. Obviously, like everybody decides to call whenever I start streaming. And not a second earlier. But yeah, let's get back to it. Hopefully that was bearable for you guys. If anyone even... Yeah. Anyways, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Is there like an option to turn off the auto writing? Interesting. When you strafe, I don't think... Yeah, when you strafe it doesn't do the thing, just when you move forward and backwards. Yeah. Isn't there a guy in here? Great. Potato aim. I feel like that should have been a headshot there. And by extension a one-hit kill, but what do I know? Anyways, jamming out to my good friend Ludwig van. Okay. Yeah. But, okay, I'm thinking this might actually be some sort of puzzle thing, because there's like different symbols on this one. But I guess we'll find out sooner or later. Okay, that's a locked door. Never mind then. Who are you two, buddy? Very subtle, you know. I mean, just like plop a med pack right in the middle of nowhere. And use this for platforming. Okay, I guess we need to head this way. Again, lovely that they don't have any peripheral vision. Very helpful.
I know he's here.
Don't know what you mean, pal. Two Captain Olaf Sharp from Major Gerhard Wechsler. Captain, in the interest of security, I have hired several of the locals to assist us in keeping a watchful eye throughout the village. Their knowledge of the area should be invaluable, and they should be able to alert us of any potential situations with the local community. Even so, they will be working for us. You and your men should keep a close eye on them. I mean, it's kind of cool you can do that, but it doesn't seem particularly helpful in this case. Okay, yeah. Like the aim seems to be a little bit odd. Huh? Where'd he come from now? I guess I needed to kill the...
Keep your eyes open.
Kill like the officer in order to have it appear. Have them up my door. Oh. There's a Schmolper. Jesus. Oh ho ho, now I have the machine gun. Now I have das Maschinenpistole. I'm not sure you should be turning your back towards me there, pal. Are you like even a bad guy? Well, I sure hope he was. It'd be very awkward otherwise. Attention! By order of Major Gerhard Wechsler of the Third Reich, these premises are closed to the public until further notice. Probably shooting him, just shooting him would have been similarly effective, but you know, it's always fun to do that. And I'm sorry, another phone call. Jesus Christ. 1 second. Yeah, apologies for that. But luckily I should be running out of people who can call me at this point, really. I mean, maybe they call again. That's always an option. But, yes. Let's see. Knock, knock.
Haven't you heard? Helga is here. Now. She just flew in.
Yeah, I'm sure the Major is overjoyed to hear that.
Nein! He's been hiding in his office all day.
I would be too. I am glad we're not stationed in the tombs today.
Gotta say, one thing I do find interesting is how much this looks like the PC version. I mean, I guess it makes sense because, like, It Take 3, I guess it's not like the most graphically, like, it's the same engine for, like, both versions, but, I don't know, other than, obviously, I guess on like the original PlayStation, the resolution was lower. Yeah, with like in 1080p, this basically just looks the same, or not quite 10. Is it 1080p if it's like in 4x3? Look, I don't know how any of that shit works. Oh, hey, we have actual other enemies now, though. That's kind of cool. Rude. Oh, thanks, Agent 1. One other thing that I don't think we can change, but it's a little bit annoying that it keeps like switching to the Mauser whenever we run across it. That seems a little frustrating. Because maybe I like to use the MP40 for like close to mid-range. Maybe it's like you know, the thing where the weapon excels. I mean, we circled around here, sure, but how did that really help us? I mean, I guess I can circle back around to pick up some health items, but... Oh, did he, like, open up a shortcut that, like, throw down a ladder or something? Quite really looked like it. I guess maybe they did? This is where we came from. This is... also... we've been here before? Yeah, I mean, okay, I can eat some. Ah.
What's going on in here? What? Ah!
I mean, okay, we got a little bit. Still not enough to upgrade anything. Yeah, sure. I'll overwrite that shit. Okay, contact Agent 1 by radio. Again, infiltrate the Nazi headquarters, obtain Nazi documents. But the briefing is still the same. Mumblecore-Nazis. Walking in slow motion.
Let's go. It's after camp, and I haven't gotten to shoot anybody for weeks. Yeah, okay, but I think I'm in love.
I mean, I'll give this game that MP40 still feels pretty damn good to use.
What's going on in here?
To Nazi stuff. Village of Rased Adid from Major Gerhard Wechsler. Subject duties. It has come to my attention that many of the soldiers under my command have been neglecting their duties. But this is not a battlefield. I must remind you that as soldiers of the German army, you are required to perform your duties with the same diligence that you would if you were engaged in combat. Any further reports of failure to perform assigned duties will result in a court-martial. And they're all very big Beethoven fans. Okay, that doesn't break.
Otto? Franz? Come in. Hello?
BJ, are you there?
Affirmative.
That Nazi command post isn't going to be as easy to crack as I thought. When you're ready to go in, I'll be up on the roof to give you a hand.
Let's do it.
Alarm! Alarm!
Also, I mean, it's not a mission objective anymore, but let's destroy the radio equipment anyways. So, like, can we do some cool Call of Duty style trick shots?
I'll cover you.
Okay, maybe a slightly more efficient way to switch between weapons would be appreciated. I mean, like, having just one button for switching weapons works fine if you like Call of Duty, but... Okay, well, we still have a grenade. We even. Alright. And Agent 1 is up there. Okay. Any fun secrets back here? No. Hey pal, you jump off my map and now you're looking at me as if you want to get back up? Okay, fine, I guess, but no, make up your mind, my friend. Oops. I'm not Helga. Okay, just give me a minute, boys. I need to switch to the right weapon for the job. Jokes on them. Actually, the MP40 is just the right weapon for everything. A core journal. Can we... Ah, there we go. Africa Core Egypt excavation. Location village of Ras El Hadid. North 24, 55, 24. Latitude, longitude, blah, blah, blah. The village section consists of mainly sandy area, leading to a rocky highland in the west, which contains the ruins, tombs, and airfield. The village has an adequate water supply. The men should be able to confiscate enough food to sustain the research team. Ras El Hadid is a small Egyptian village far enough from the Nile to be of little interest to the Allies. The ruins area is close to the west end of the village and a distant airfield lies beyond the rocky terrain of the ruins. The airfield is suitable for both the Ju-52 Junkers cargo aircraft and the accompanying Me-109 fighters. I don't think they would have called them Me-109 because they are the BF-109s, I think. It's like the technical term, and I feel like if anyone was like kind of a, you know, like a bit of a Nazi about these kinds of details, I think it was the Nazis. I mean, they were Messerschmitts, but, you know, it's like a whole thing. Supplies can be ferried into the village by an access road leading from the airfield. I like to think it's like some sort of, you know, Nazi tour guide reading this. A large portion of the inhabitants, or like a tourism brochure, appear to have fled to larger cities in the area. Your small occupying force should have little trouble subduing the locals. You are authorized to use any means necessary to control the remaining local population. Intelligence reports indicate that the Allies won't have enough forces in the region to mount an assault on your location in the event that they become aware of our activities. Professor Werner Schmidt and his team of archaeologists have been tasked with recovering a pair of ancient tablets that are of great interest to the Third Reich. You have been assigned to ensure that they are located and delivered to Germany as soon as possible. The ruins area leads to a labyrinth of tombs, which remain largely untouched due to superstitions held by the locals. The tablet should be located deep within the tombs. The equipment will include a portable lift, should aid in the movement of your men and materials into the lower tombs. I see. And you know, one thing I still appreciate. Oh, Schweinhund, yourself. button. Okay, fuck. I abandoned the MP40. I recognize my failing and shall strive to remedy it. Ah yes, and nice to know that even in Egypt they still have like Dutch SS propaganda. Just like in the main game. Major! General von Strauff informs me that you have expressed displeasure with your current assignment. The future of the Third Reich may very well hinge on the success of your operation, and I won't have you undermining my authority by attempting to go over my head. Your total disregard for the importance of this mission and lack of results leaves me no option but to fly to Egypt and ensure the success of the mission myself. Regards, Oberst Helga von Vrylov, SS Paranormal Division.
Huh?
Oh wow, is it like actual, like, you know, time to use the rifle? Ah, maybe, maybe not. Where'd he go? Wait a second though. First of all, ooh. Ooh, interesting. Okay, never mind. But another thing that I kind of wanted to check out, I just remembered. First off, did we check everything down here? I mean, actually, this is what I wanted to check out, namely this well here. Because I remembered thinking that looked a little fishy. And I'm not talking trout here, if you know what I mean. But I don't know what I mean. But maybe you do. What? No secret area back here? Come on. Ah. However, I think maybe. No. I'm disappointed. Boy. Aber when was the last time I saved? I think at the start of the mission. Oh boy. Okay. Continue. What's happening now? Is it... Okay, it just puts me back to the beginning of the mission. I mean, it's not super bad, but, you know, still a little frustrating.
After curfew, and I haven't gotten to shoot anybody for weeks. Yeah, okay. But I think I'm in love.
Let's watch them very, very slowly make their way down there. Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Operation Resurrection, Stealth Walkthrough. 100%, 0 alarms. I mean, Honestly though, it is kind of cool that you can do that. Yes, nothing! Nothing! Uh-oh. Whoops. There goes all my precious armor. Whoops.
Otto? Run!
Okay, and apparently we can't blow up the radio before we used it, which actually makes sense, but no, I didn't actually expect the game to, you know, pay attention to that.
An intruder! Alarm! Alarm!
I'll cover you.
Physics! Grenades in video games made before, that came out before Half-Life 2. My greatest enemies. Actually, maybe I should save the game since I have the ability to. Yeah, sure, I'll. Yeah, not the biggest fan of the rifle in this. What? Nein, halt du Schweinhund! Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't think me and the mouse are going to be friends in this. So come on. PJ, can't you pick up gold bars with your feet like any other self-respecting first person? shooter protagonist. Just give me a minute. There we go. Thank you. That's very considerate of you, sir. Okay, not entirely sure what happened there. Maybe I was meant to see something, which I didn't.
I know he's here.
Huh? Okay, thanks, Agent Ron. I mean, one thing I do like about... so far, I'm not the greatest fan of this extra mission. I don't know, it seems like it's fun enough, but I feel like the original starting mission really did a better, introduction with you, starting out without any weapon at all, and then, sort of making your way through the castle, and all feels a little bit more dramatic as those James Bond, those James Bond intros, I guess, where they have him at the start of each movie, they throw him into something like this. It starts out with something cool and exciting happening, and this kind of feels like it takes away from that. But I do like that they, give you a little bit more time with Agent 1. Not even though he isn't much of a character, other than, he's British, I guess. Anyways, we do have... could upgrade our max health. Max health, Max Payne's evil twin. Investigate and proceed through the ruins. There's a lot of information about these ancient ruins. History books tell us this place was a temple where the Egyptians brought criminals to be tried, executed, and then mummified. It was thought that many were buried alive and, if disturbed, would come back to life and eat the living. This has kept the locals well away from the place, even though there are thought to be ancient treasures hidden within. We doubt the Nazis are trying to get a hands-on history lesson here, so it is up to you and to figure out what they really are up to, and, if possible, stop them. Your orders are to proceed into the tombs, attempt to capture Helga von Bülow, and disrupt the Nazi operations by any means necessary. Helga should be located somewhere in this area, but you must work quickly to stop her.
I'm going to the airfield on the far side of the ridge to see if we can get the jump on Helga. I'll need you to investigate the ruins. There's an entrance to the lower tombs from the airfield, and if all goes well, we should be able to meet up there.
Hello, I am Agent 1. I hold my hand like this all the time.
Why have we been stationed in this god-forsaken place? Yet, there are no allies here, and the heat is unbearable. Why would Himmler send us out into the desert to dig in the sand? There's plenty of sun back in Germany.
Halt!
I mean, it sounded effective at least. I'm not sure it got him. Yeah, no. To Africa Corps Dig Crew from Lieutenant Mela. Dig Safety. Attention. Use extreme caution at all times within the tomb areas. Many dangers and traps abound. In some areas are prone to collapse without warning. Keep watch of your surroundings at all times. Our team has suffered several tragic losses, which could have been prevented. Lieutenant Carsten Mela. Question, am I making good use of the Mauser? Answer no. Yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like, you know, this game's really, like the controls aren't really set up for like cool, no 360 no scopes here. Luckily we have the MP40. Yes. Oh, maybe I could do like a cool explosion there. Misappropriate from Sergeant Schluter. During recent inventory checks, we have discovered. I guess he is a nerd Nazi. Sergeant Schluter is. I don't even know why I keep doing different voices. Because like none of these characters are actually particularly memorable. But I kind of feel like I have to. During recent inventory checks, we have discovered several pieces of broken excavation equipment. It has been brought to my attention that some of you may have been using the broken dig tools for sporting activities, and in no circumstances are dig tools to be used for any other unintended purpose. Sergeant Thomas Schlüter, Quartermaster, Afrika Dig. Wow, I actually used the rifle effectively for like half a second there. Oh, bye. And I think I might have, you know... Yeah.
Why have we been stationed in this god-forsaken place? Yes, there are no allies here, and the heat is unbearable.
God damn it! Physics. Ein Leben. some kind of weaponry would really be nice for this. Also lean function. I think, am I crazy or was that? I think there was a lean in the PC version. But yeah, maybe I didn't want to switch to the mouse rifle. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oi. I have some grenades now. Gott im Himmel. Anybody else? Maybe I should do this. Okay, now these like ruins look a lot like the catacombs from the original game. Like I'm fairly sure they reused some textures there. Let's see. Any of you Dr. Schmidt, by the way?
There he is! Stop him!
Oops. Careful, watch your step. Yeah, I wish they would stop doing that. I don't know. I have investigated and proceeded. Okay, yeah. Alright, we have Helga's...
Well, what have you found?
I have just finished translating the hieroglyphics that we discovered yesterday. I think we have located the tablets.
the honor guard.
We're still here.
We must be careful not to disturb the tombs.
The Reich doesn't care about the tombs.
It is written that they are protected by a terrible curse. Only...
I can assure you that keeping Himmler waiting will be more terrible than any curse. Hurry! I have a plane waiting to take me back to Castle Wolfenstein.
as you wish.
Professor Dieter to Professor Dieter Lehrer, German Archaeological Institute, from Eric Lederer. My dear Professor, I hope all is well for you in the homeland. As suspected, we have discovered many of the types of passages that you often described in your lectures. We have also discovered several objects that will be of great interest to you. I will be paying you a visit as soon as we return. We have many things to discuss. Your students, Eric Lederer. Okay, these, I'm not sure if that's like different from the PC version, but fall damage doesn't seem to be such a big problem. It's kind of reassuring. Don't have grenades. Ah, there you go. There you go. Okay. But let's see. Let's have a look around upstairs a little bit before we head down there. Okay, well, I guess it's a very limited look. We can't, unfortunately, can't destroy any priceless archaeological treasures. Or at least not these priceless archaeological. Yes, I just had to open my big fucking mouth, didn't I?
What was that?
And assholes. Whoops. That's a little bit disappointing that they didn't put like in a dramatic animation where he falls down. Uh-oh. Again, you hate to see it. And now I have gained access to the lower tombs. Is that like? Yes, now. Don't think I want to drop down there. I feel like... Okay. Honestly, I feel like the drop... probably will. Alright. That looks a little bit suspicious. Okay. Oh. Oops. I was about to say, I wonder if there's like any cool traps in here, but I guess I don't think that's like a cool trap, but it's a trap, I guess. I gotta say though, so far I feel like we haven't really got much out of the, you know, health upgrades. Like the max health, because it doesn't really feel like we ever had the opportunity to do much with it. Like, you get our health that far. Pursue SS paranormal personnel through the tombs, locate the exit from tubes. Information that you have found so far indicates that the Nazis are attempting to locate some sort of tablet. It is imperative that we retrieve these tablets so that we can determine exactly what the Nazis are up to. It appears the Nazis have unleashed something vile in their attempts to retrieve the tablets. Although it looks like it is too late to stop them now, there's still time to find out where they are going. Make your way through the tombs and meet up with Agent 1. Okay, now it's, I guess, zombie time or mummy time. Also facing Helga's SS guard.
Is the sarcophagus?
Open it up at once!
But
Open it!
I like how the only like hand gestures they bother to animate is the Harrison Ford finger point. Well,
This place is coming apart.
Elevator! An American!
Halt!
oh, halt you. There we go, thank you. Again, terrible peripheral vision, these guys. And yeah, I am a little bit worried about facing these SS broads. Sorry about that. These SS women, these SS queens, divas. Because I remember from the PC version they have kind of a pain in the ass. They like eat through your health like nobody's business. To Professor Werner Schmidt. Re-artifact. Dear Professor, I have uncovered a secret compartment containing what appears to be a valuable artifact. As a fellow scientist, I'm sure that you can understand the importance of keeping such valuable items out of the hand of these thugs. The secret compartment is in the lower tombs area. That's where we are, fine. After you pass that first nasty spike trap on the walls, you turn to the left and enter a large chamber. Okay, left. Uh-huh. Oh. I guess maybe Schmidt wasn't like on board with the whole Nazi thing. At least Gustav Mehlinger seemed to think, which a little odd that he's from what I think, I gathered he's the guy with the Hitler stash. So in the cutscene, which I guess maybe it's like a good way to hide that you're not a Nazi if you're surrounded by Nazis. You know, the stash, it's kind of like a statement. I mean, it used to be less of one back then, but, you know, yeah. Anyways, spike trap, then left, press 2 buttons. Thanks for telling me about the spike trap, by the way. Okay, Emotep. Hey. Okay, there we go. That's a ticket. What was he doing back there? Those are terrible shots. Ah. was just standing there and they didn't attack him? That's a little bit mean. Okay, are you the nasty spike trap? That looks like a nasty spike trap if I ever saw one. And I have been playing a bunch of Doom, like through the remaster of the first 3 Tomb Raiders recently. I think I know a thing or two about the nasty spike trap. Ah. Although I'm not entirely sure what triggers them. There we go. Boot, you 1,000-year-old crank. Ah. Is this or... Ah. There we go. Thanks, Gunther.
Come, let's go! Snap, snap!
Say I'm a little bit I don't know, it kind of just seems like this entire level is kind of just like a worse version of slightly less exciting version of like the original first level, you know, like of like the castle chapter. I guess you don't have the castle part, but then you know, fight your way through the village, and then you're in some spooky catacombs where like enemies that work exactly the same as the enemies that are like in like the main game work. I don't know. Seems like a little bit. Like it's fine, I guess, by itself, but in like the context of larger game, it just feels like it kind of, you know, messes up the pacing a little bit, because I think like the original first mission with the escape from the castle, then the cable car chase, then the like the, you know, then the village where you have to kind of be a little bit more stealthy, I guess, than you used to. Like, I don't know, I think it has like some pretty decent pacing, all in all, and I feel like, you know, putting this in front kind of, you know, spoils the surprise a little bit, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. But like the way, you know, the mission is set up in the like the main game It kind of seems like, you know, it's sort of like, okay, you start out with like, you know, classic World War II movie stuff, like where eagles stare, where evils stare, I mean, I guess also that. And then suddenly, you know, it kind of is a little bit of a surprise, at least in theory, when it all just turns into Indiana Jones and, you know, there's zombies and stuff like that. But then after that you get like more to the like sort of Nazi sci-fi stuff with Death Head soul thing, and then at the end it turns back into supernatural in the last chapter. I don't know, I feel like, you know, putting in like, oh, by the way, BJ like fought mummies like a couple of weeks before that. I don't know, I feel like that kind of messes up the pacing. Whoops. Okay. Let's not drop down there. I feel like we can probably instead avoid stepping on that thing. I don't know, maybe if they had like a little bit more, like put like a little, distinguish this level a little bit from the rest of the game. Instead, I don't know, have like a, section in the big open desert where you get to do some sniping or what have you. Maybe, I guess it's like, you know, easy to tell them, but hard to implement. Do like a vehicle turret section where like Agent 1 drives one of those Desert Rat jeeps around or what have you. But like, as it stands, it kind of seems like it's basically a shittier version of like the original opening. It's not a shittier Persian because it's in Egypt. Ah, that also didn't hurt me, but when I dropped down in the catacombs before, like, that like small drop, that totally fucked me up. I don't know if that's smart, but you know, maybe we'll avoid getting ambushed. I mean, like, at least, I mean, I guess, you know, the like spooky tomb thing kind of works a little bit better in an Egyptian context than, like, I don't know, like random Bavarian village context. I believe in you. Finally. I kicked him so hard the ceilings exploded. Any of these things open up? I feel like they would. This is like kind of the where you want to have Like a secret area here. Or maybe just regular progress. That works too. Ah. I am kind of curious if I can drop down there, but I am also careful. The answer is no. I can't. Hey, I got every treasure, which means that I can upgrade my health a little bit, or even my armor. Oh, I guess my ammo, but honestly, it doesn't really seem like that. It seems like it's that big of a problem usually. But you know, it's still nice for them to throw that in. Kind of makes it a little more worth it to go for the secrets. Okay, yeah. Formation, yeah, right. Still the same, but yeah. Now you have like a big boss fight, or like hard fight with the SS honor guard, the Ilsa she-wolves of the SS, the sexy leather Nazis. Yeah. I'll let you do your thing, level designer.
Quickly go.
When packing objects for shipment back to Germany, please be sure to properly catalog each item so that they can be easily identified. We've already found one crate of artifacts that couldn't be identified due to the lack of documentation. Thank you, Professor Werner Schmidt. You're not a hot leather Nazi. You're just like a normal Nazi. That's disappointing.
I think we lost him.
Oh, thank God. Hey, where are we?
I think we lost us too.
Whoops. I feel like at least the secrets are a lot easier to find than in the main game. Interesting that the game won't give me any grenades now.
Lost.
Okay. Guess that opens up somehow. Interesting. God controlled bursts. god, it's going to be like a bullshit puzzle area. Well, guess ain't no time like the present. Not gonna lie though, it does feel pretty satisfying to kick, you know, people so hard they explode. Mighty boot engaged. Also, I do like how the, you know, boot has slightly lower frame rate than the rest of the game. Okay. But why would I do that?
Let's get out of here. This place is a madhouse.
That sounds like a plan. Ooh, bottomless pit.
Die, American!
Look, you should have gotten out of here. This place is a madhouse. I'm a little disappointed, by the way, that these, I guess, like the Egyptians helping the Nazis. It's supposed to be that they don't have any, like, voice lines, but on the other hand, maybe that would have been, you know, judging how this game does accents, it's probably for the better. Okay, it wasn't great. I should have paid attention to the Gefahr sign. Now, again, the question, did I save? No, I did not. I'm not used to having to save manually in console games. Sorry, pal. Ain't got no time to waste on you.
I think we lost him.
Oh, thank God. Hey, where are we?
I think we lost us too.
Come on, 4 shots. That's a bit rough. Yeah, no, there's no reason to go down here. Get bent. I guess that's an ammo efficient way to deal with these fellas. Just give me a second there, Hans. I gotta switch to the right weapon. Okay, sometimes like the scale rifle being less accurate than you'd expect sort of comes in handy.
Let's get out of here. This place is a madhouse.
Die, American!
Okay, I guess they just get like the normal voice lines. This isn't that thing where we can like shoot them. Okay, let's see. Are there like any clues around? Okay, that's not good. That's still not good. Okay. I wonder if it's a thing. Like, did pressing the second button turn on the flamethrower, or... Are there like any hints around this little like grate thing? I'm not entirely sure that doesn't seem like we can drop down there. Don't really want to test that. Ah, okay, did I? Okay, so the flame comes on automatically. That also didn't open up the thing. Okay, actually it's like a puzzle I didn't like figure out in within half a second. We're good on that. I guess they probably won't be bothering. Boys, there's like nice juicy Nazi down there somewhere. Okay, maybe they figured that out. Wait a second, can we even still... Ah yes, we can get up there. There's still a second one around, right? Ugh. Huh? Okay, we were on the side. Whee! Uh-huh. Where do you come from? Thanks for the assist. I guess they don't immediately revive when you're staying on top of them. How's that for some Wolfenstein Operation Resurrection close threats there? Okay, and yeah, this was, I think, yeah, he's like nimble, jumping all over the place. That's like a super Nazi. But, you know, nice for them. Let's not get distracted, but no, I guess it's like a bit of a tutorial for fighting these ladies, because you know you meet them at like pretty long ranges. So in theory, at least you can outgun them. Maybe not. Like, you can outrange them with your rifle. Oh, damn it. I know it's not like a big time since my last save, but...
Halt!
Ooh! Guess I managed to land a headshot there. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Or maybe there's like more coming now. Kind of seems like there might be more coming. Uh-huh. Is that good? Okay. I guess it's progress.
Halt!
Sorry, ladies. Okay, guess. There we are. And I guess that's the airfield. Okay.
I'm glad you made it, Captain. There's certainly more to all this than we expected.
You could say that. Would have been nice to know there'd be zombies.
Indeed. That was unexpected. Unfortunately, Helga managed to escape and is on her way to Castle Wolfenstein in Germany. I've radioed HQ and our orders are to follow her.
I hope you can fly that.
It can't be too tough. We're almost there. How about an LZ?
It looks like there's a field not too far from the castle. There it is.
Right, I see it.
Damn Nazis. Sounds like the welcoming committee.
This is too hot. Check the map for someplace else to land. We're hit. We've lost the left engine. I think I can land it, but it's gonna be a bloody mess. Hang on, we're coming in steep.
Hurry! Schnell! Schnell!
They're alive!
Not for long. Bring them back to the castle at once. They have an appointment with Dr. Z.
At once, mein Oberführer.
Oh yeah, and now it's just like the main game.
Come in. Well, Jack, have we heard anything?
Yes, sir. We've just received a coded transmission from Kessler, our contact in the Kreisau Circle.
And?
Both agents have been captured and are being held in Castle Wolfenstein.
Damn. Call a meeting, Jack.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen. Now let's go through it again by the numbers. What did we miss?
Well, here's what we know. This is Castle Wolfenstein, located in the Harz Mountains of northern Germany, property of Heinrich Himmler. Now, we've known of the existence of Castle Wolfenstein for some time, but we've only recently heard reports from our Kreisau Circle contacts in the German resistance regarding bizarre occult rituals taking place there. Now, these characters are part of Himmler's newly formed SS Paranormal Division, a small but elite group comprised of members possessing above-average IQs and backgrounds with the occult and/or paranormal. The one in charge is this woman, Helga von Bülow. Our Kreisau contact in one of the villages below the castle has informed us that she and other members of the division have been recently deployed to the area. The kraut with the monocle is one Wilhelm Strasse, also known as Death's Head, a brilliant and ruthless scientist who heads up Himmler's Special Projects Division.
Special Projects? It's marvelously vague.
Well, we know it encompasses all manner of advanced weapons research, including rocketry. It's also rumored to involve ultra-secret research into chemical and biological warfare.
Charming.
But at the moment, we don't know how it ties in with this massive archaeological dig near Castle Wolfenstein.
So, advanced weapons, rocketry, chemical and biological research. Now, the occult.
Still doesn't add up.
Well, that's why we sent our boys in there. Jack, what are our options here?
Well, we could send a backup team in behind them. Or we sit tight and hope that they can find a way out.
It's your call, sir.
Well, looks like we play the waiting game.
we're not playing the waiting game, we're playing Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Operation Resurrection. Come on, man. But yeah, right. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's basically the same as the main game. I guess, you know, the cutscenes are now pre-rendered instead of in-engine, so I think they're slightly nicer, like the cutscene before, like the reflections on the table, they were new.
Sergeant, come in. Your orders, Herr Doctor. Go and get the other one. This one is almost finished.
Jawohl.
Now, let's try it again, shall we? Who do you work for?
What was that little, like jerk there? I mean, considering they, you know, put it in, like, it's in the pre-rendered cutscene, so it isn't like my emulator messing up or anything. Ah, I don't remember that was in the original, in the PC version. But yeah, now it's like basically the same as always. So yeah. I don't think I need to go through the entire game again. If you're interested in that, the VOD is up on YouTube. Feel free to check that out. But yeah. Also, I guess the title screen is slightly different. I mean, I actually like this one. It kind of reminds me of like the, not Quake, Unreal's title screen. But yeah, that was Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Operation Resurrection, at least, oh, wait a sec. Ooh, there's an attract mode. Really, I do like that. This nice MIDI music. But did you see there? They had like people falling off of ledges after they were shot. Okay, but yeah, anyways, as I said, that was Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Operation Resurrection, the part with the Operation Resurrection stuff. Like, though I guess Operation Resurrection is actually like the main plot of the game, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry about the frequent breaks, but yeah, I'm sure you'll cope. Yeah. Not quite sure what I'm going to be streaming next. Kind of, this was like a spur of the moment thing as well. Yeah, but well, I've got plenty of options, so I guess we'll find out. Both of us will find out almost at the same time. Yeah. Anyways, see you later.